Storyline of John Wick, Chapter 1.
John Wick is a retired assassin who lives a peaceful life in a secluded house in the woods. One day, his beloved wife dies of a terminal illness and leaves him a valuable memento, a puppy named Daisy. While still grieving, a group of Russian gangsters break into Wick's home and steal his car. This sets off a series of events that leads John to seek revenge on the perpetrators. John Wick finds out that the head of the Russian gang, Viggo Tarasov, is the one responsible for his car theft. He tracks down Viggo and his henchmen to a nightclub and kills them in an intense gunfight. Viggo's son, Iosif, is the only survivor and swears vengeance on John. With the help of an old acquaintance, John is able to escape and continues his search for justice.
Storyline of John Wick, Chapter 2.
John Wick is targeted by Iosif, who enlists the help of a powerful criminal organization known as the High Table. John is declared excommunicado, which means he must fight for his life against all members of the organization. He is forced to seek help from a mysterious figure known as the Director. The Director helps John infiltrate the High Table's headquarters and take out Iosif and his allies. John also discovers a hidden agenda behind the High Table's mission. They are planning to use a secret weapon to take over the criminal underworld. John must use all of his skills and resources to stay one step ahead of his pursuers and eventually confront the High Table's leader, the Elder. In the end, John is able to defeat the Elder and is granted his freedom.
Now, the storyline of John Wick, Chapter 3.
John Wick is now a free man and has returned to his old life. However, his enemies have not forgotten him and are still out for revenge. John must use all of his skills and resources to stay one step ahead of his pursuers. The High Table has sent a new assassin, Zero, to take out John Wick. John must fight for his life against Zero and a new army of enemies. In the end, John is able to defeat Zero and the High Table and reclaim his life.
John Wick, Chapter 4 is releasing on March 24, 2023.
Last but not the least, the storyline of John Wick, Chapter 4.
John is now a free man and has returned to his old life. However, his enemies have not forgotten him and are still out for revenge. John must use all of his skills and resources to stay one step ahead of his pursuers. John discovers that the High Table has hired a new assassin, Ares, to take out John Wick. He teams up with Sophia and they fight their way out of the city. They eventually make it to the Continental Hotel, a safe haven for assassins, where John is given a chance to earn his freedom and be reinstated in the High Table. John and Sophia must battle their way through the High Table's forces and eventually confront Ares. In the end, John is able to defeat Ares and is granted his freedom once again.